Hello, everyone. How's everything going in the world of podcasting land and beyond? This is Dr. Taylor Brana, and there's a lot of topics I was thinking about talking about today, but the one that came up was systems, and I know in the medical world, many people are using a systematic approach, whether it's the scientific method, whether it's, how you're going to operate what you do on a daily basis at work. So, for example, a system might be that when you come into the hospital, the first thing you do is get sign out from the night team, and you go through each and every patient on your list, and you make sure that you hear all of the important issues that are going on with the patients. You might go ahead and then go to the computer and make sure that you're getting all the important data. But I actually wanted to talk about our personal health and our personal life, and are we operating with our life systems? Do we have systems in place for us to take care of ourselves? There's the book called, I think it's The Four Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin, and healers and people that are health practitioners fall under the idea of the obliger. The obliger is a type of person that gives to other people first and sacrifices their internal well-being. I'm sure that rings true for a lot of people. So in order to counteract that, we need to have systems in place to take care of ourselves, systems in place that we can operate. So for example, like if we've just had a really tough day at work, what is our relaxation system going to be? Or what are the tasks or possible solutions to get ourselves into a relaxed zone when we come home? A lot of people do this intuitively, but it might make sense in some areas to do this systematically. A specific example that I can use right now, one that has been quite impactful and actually has changed my thinking a lot, has been my financial system. So I recently started moonlighting. And for you guys who don't know what moonlighting is basically working outside of hospital and clinical hours in order to get extra pay. You have to obviously work within specific confines of hours, and you have to make sure that you don't work past 80 hours a week, and there's different limitations and restrictions in residency. But needless to say, those extra hours translate into extra money. And I'm the type of person that before, if I had extra money, I really didn't know what to do. I really didn't know how to use it, and I didn't really understand how to build my financial wealth. Well, one of the books I listened to was Ramit Sethi's I'll Teach You to Be Rich. Don't quote me on that. I think it's I'll Teach You to Be Rich. Someone look it up. But essentially, in that book, he talks about having a money system. And this is super important. So I'll give you myself as an example. Any extra money that I have outside of like my normal monthly expenses, I have now dedicated to, I made it my 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 system. 1/3 is going to loans for me. 1/3 is going to my savings. And the other third is the I don't care what I do with this fund. It's the fund that I can use for gifting to myself. It's the fund I can use for utilizing it for like restaurants and movies and concerts and going out and travel. It's my I don't give an F fund. And that has been a game changer for me because now I have a system where I don't have to feel guilty about using money because I've already built in to my life areas where I'm saving, areas where I'm paying it towards loans. So that system, the reason why systems are helpful and healthy is because it removes the guessing game from your mind and you can go straight into action mode. Another example for me personally is the system around podcasting, because before I didn't have a consistent place to record. I didn't have a specific method that I was going to use to, like what days was I going to record on? How was I going to edit the audio? How was I going to develop the social media and those things around it? Well, now I have a couple of people, specifically an intern, Danny. He's killing it. He's awesome. And he's helping me with our guest episodes so that we have more of a systematic approach around editing those episodes. And so over time, we're developing the systems. Why? Because it takes out the guessing work and we can go into doing, action, and operation mode. So if you're a physician and a health professional, you're going to be operating within routines and systems at your workplace. But how can you take away that guesswork in your life? I used to hate doing systems, and this was a big blockage for me because it felt like it was taking the fun away from life. It felt like I wasn't able to just be spontaneous and be myself. But when you create organizational tools and systems around certain things you do in life, then once you're doing it, you can be a little bit more creative. You're removing the stressed out space, so then you can use that energy in a more creative way. So I'm using myself as an example and these kind of stories around, my financial system, a little bit about the podcasting system, because maybe you might be able to incorporate different routines or systems into your life. You probably already do this, but if you have a little bit more of an intentional focus, whether it's your nutrition, your exercise plan, your financial plan, your relaxation plan, how you're going to set up your vacations, how you're organizing your schedule. Guys, when I say all this stuff, I'm still a work in progress. I'm still figuring it out. I'm just saying that when we become a little bit more systematic, we increase our mental space, and so we can actually have more fun, enjoy ourselves more, and make sure we're doing things in the right way. So if you guys have any thoughts, additional comments, questions, you can always hit us up at @HappyDocPodcast on places like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you enjoyed this episode for today, give us a 5-star review on iTunes. It's one of the best ways to support us. And please check out medflashgo.com. It is the first voice-based interactive medical question bank on Amazon Alexa. The reason I have to whisper is I don't want to unlock my device. So please check out medflashgo.com. We're developing it. We're making it better. There's some big announcements actually coming that direction. And tomorrow, please be on the lookout for the next episode. It's going to be awesome. We're doing a giveaway, and we're going to feature Chase Jarvis. He's phenomenal, entrepreneur, photographer, advisor to Fortune 100 companies, and so much more. Please check out that episode. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be focusing on the topic of creativity and his book, The Creative Calling. So please check it out. Peace out. Have a good one, guys.